So here we are, we're at the end of the lake. So if you look there, that's basically the end of the lake. Somewhere in here, this is more like a little bay, but I think over there and beyond, sort of around there and in, that's the River Dee. This is a little river inlet, but it very quickly turns into a stream, so you wouldn't want to sail up there. The trouble is here, the wind's coming right into the beach, so, and it's really shallow. So I think the advice that this guy's just given me is to walk the boat along the beach and around and try, if you can, to get it on this beach here. There's a guy you might be able to see walking away. I've just been having a good old chat with him. He owns that catamaran there. It's an inflatable catamaran, but he's sort of my age, and he's sort of saying he doesn't fancy going out. It's a little bit gusty for him. So it's supposed to be, according to windy.com, it's 11 knots. That's the most it's going to be, with 26 and 27 knot gusts. But it's supposed to have been roughly that all morning. So if those gusts were 26 knots, well, I'm handling it. I don't know how it's going to be downwind, but we will find out, because we've got to go downwind. And the wind's definitely picking up, without doubt. For those of you, for those of you who are worried about me dragging the boat on shore, number one, look, I love the wood boat. I love my boat. It's just going to get sort of sorted out at the end of every season in the winter, and you know, it is much easier when you're a novice to just get out, you know, get yourself, drag the boat out and beach it. And then the guy I bought it from, he's an old merchant sea captain, and he said, who cares, you just drag it out, you know, it's fine, don't worry about it, just revarnish, repaint at the end of the season. And he actually put some metal strips on the boat, so you can see I've got a metal strip, and there's a couple more underneath, but you can see, you know, I've got metal strips on there that have actually kept the boat really honest. Anyway, so, you know, I'm not precious about things like that, but it will get lovingly looked after. We've just left the campsite there. I actually got the boat out as far as I could around there. You can see the little hut on that beach. I got the boat as far as I could. The wind's probably almost directly behind us as we are now. I've just purposely done that just to get a nice calm video done. We launched without any issues really. I think every time I launch I get better. It's amazing. We're now gonna go, you can just see we're coming round this little peninsula, and I'm gonna now turn into that, and we're gonna do some running, I believe we call. So I'm gonna try and run. If that, you know, if I get if running's a bit difficult because I've never done it before, I'm gonna do some reaching, I believe. So same as you know, same as what I've been doing, but instead of tacking, you're jibing. So I've just got to watch, be mindful of the wind. There's always wind in the sail when you're jibing, so things can happen really quickly, and I don't want to knock myself out on the boom. So we're about to turn. Well, I'm just going across the lake. I'm about to turn and head up back home. So one thing you notice when you're reaching is instantly it's super calm. Like you're kind of going with the tide, and look, I mean the waves are sort of following you, and they, just like in all the yachting videos you see on YouTube, you know, you get these waves come up behind you, they lift the bow up, and you have to be kind of mindful of your steering, and occasionally you get a big little kind of a little big one which can kind of knock you off course. It's crazy. I'm trying to reach a run, so the jib is almost useless right now. I don't really know how to use the jib in this situation. I'm sat in the middle of the boat, as you can see, just trying to keep balance, and the sail is sort of, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it's almost as far out as it will go, and we are making progress. We're making progress, and it's very leisurely. I'm just gonna pull the centreboard up because it needs to be about half up when you're running. And I'm trying to work out, I mean, I'm getting confused now because this is me as a novice, because I know where the direction of the waves are, but the wind seems to be coming from a different direction. So I don't know, I have no idea. I'm going to read up about that and we'll work on that one. You see there was a load of windsurfers out today. There's one. Gosh, they go quick. You don't realise how quick a windsurf can go. Amazing. So the wind has eluded us. The jib says it all. I'm just trying to, let me just come back onto a, I think it's called a broad reach, or a, there you go. We get a little bit more speed if we have the wind not behind us by the looks of it. But so I've got the sail quite out, and then you can see we're moving, making really good progress. Two things tell me that. We've got a really good wake, and you can just hear the back of the boat, you know, it sort of, it you know, rustles along. You can see over there, oh no, he's on an, oh wow, he's on a hydrofoil, that guy. But the other thing telltale is that that's Bala Lake camping. That took us an hour. That is Bala Lake camping, isn't it? I mean, we've got here so quick. Yeah, there's a little boat. Okay, so we're the other side of the peninsula. So we've got a jig to do, and I would say it's taking us 10 minutes to get across the lake right now, and we're there. And we've been 10 minutes, so that's half the time. So maybe I think running with the wind and with the water, with the tide, is deceptive. Well, you are actually going quite quick, but you don't think you are because you're with the tide. So I don't know, I'll have to get the phone out and do a speed test. But we're making really good time. It's really deceptive. I mean, like, it's really calm. The wind has just gone. I have no idea where the wind went. It's supposed to be going, you know, growing and growing, but the wind has just gone. So there's the campsite, Bala campsite. We got there in 20 minutes. It took an hour to get up from there. It took 20 minutes back. And then I'm going to try and show you. I am up. Hang on, let's just bring it back. I am goose swinging. We've got the sail wide out and the jib on the other side. So we kind of goose winging, I think this is called, goose footing, goose swing. So yeah, it's very, very sedate. And I'm wondering how long it's going to take to get us back. So yeah, really sedate. I don't know where the wind's gone. So what we'll do, I mean, it's like it's going to be like 2 o'clock maybe by the time we get back. The sun's also gone. So yeah, but I'm enjoying the sail. It's quite sedate, very different to beating up wind in fair gusts. So it's great. We're home. That took me 30 minutes from Bala camping, so it took me 50 minutes to get back, even though we had no wind, but obviously we were being pushed by something. Now I've landed, we've got some wind. So I think what I'm going to do now, while we've got the wind, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do some circuits and, you know, try and push my skills a little bit and see where we go from there. wide of berth. We'll get a little bit into the wind here. Gosh, my hands are sore even with these gloves on, just because the amount of work I've had to do in the last sort of 10 minutes. So one of the reasons that I mess everything up is actually not maybe the fact that I'm doing it wrong, is that I get like sheets and cords, so I either put my foot on something or the jib sheets get caught around the lower cleats on the mast, which is a real pain in the neck. I'm going to have to work something out for that. Oh, wind's just given us a bit of respite. So I'm going to tack round and we're going to see if we can do some planing again. What I've been doing is beating up wind a little bit. So let's just, I've got the sail out a little bit. We are full of water. I've got a self-bailer, but I don't know. It did work, but for some reason it seems to be working a minute ago. It seems to be letting more water in. Here we go. Order. Pull this main sheet in. Okay, a bit more. This is sailing, amazing. So we've got 11 or 12 knot winds and 26 to 29 knot gusts, which, wow, I mean, you can really feel those gusts. Woo. It's amazing how sailing can be exhilarating or it can be really calming. I just love it, it's amazing. Whew, right, boat is safely back. Muckindee is on dry land. Although I don't think she's as happy here as she was out there about 5-10 minutes ago. But I realised that if you just ease off the main sail, on, you know, it's actually quite good. You can actually sail really sedately around even in high winds. So I think that's, for me, that's the big journey here, is working out what a boat can do and how to sail, etc, etc. Oh, I just realized I didn't get it on the trolley, that's why it was cockeyed. Let's just see if I can. One of the beauties of a mirror dinghy is, I think it's 70 kilo. It's really light. It's not, you can handle it single-handedly quite easily. So I'm going to de-rig the boat. It's 3 o'clock-ish. I've got to get the mast down, and then I'm going to pack up, mop it up a little bit, and then I'm going home. What a day. It's been an amazing day.